Have you ever felt something shift in your relationship? Subtle, unspoken, but real? Like someone else is slowly taking up space where you used to feel secure? It doesn't always start with cheating. It starts with emotional closeness, secret glances, and carefully crafted connections. As a psychologist who's worked with couples for years, I've seen it happen more often than you think. Someone outside the relationship starts to offer what your partner might be missing: attention, validation, understanding. And if you're not paying attention, the damage can begin quietly, long before you even realize it. In this video, I'll reveal 7 deep psychological signs that someone may be trying to steal your partner's heart, and more importantly, how you can protect the emotional bond you've built before it's too late. Part 1. 7 deep signs someone may be trying to steal your partner's heart. 1. The emotional mirror. They laugh at the same jokes, share the same opinions, and finish each other's sentences. At first, it might seem like a coincidence, maybe even cute, but in psychology, we call this mirroring, a subtle strategy to create instant rapport and emotional closeness. When someone mirrors your partner, they're not just connecting, they're making your partner feel deeply seen and understood. And that sense of being understood is one of the most powerful emotional forces in attraction. The danger? Your partner might begin comparing that connection to the one they have with you, often without realizing it. 2. The safe space strategy. Every time your partner is upset, stressed, or frustrated with life or with you, this one person is always there, listening, comforting, saying all the right things. It may seem harmless, even supportive, but when emotional vulnerability is consistently directed towards someone outside the relationship, it creates a dangerous bond, one built not on history, but on emotional rescue. They're not just a friend, they're becoming the emotional safe space your partner turns to, instead of you. 3. Selective exclusion. There are plans you hear about last, jokes you're not a part of, conversations where you feel like the third wheel, even when it's your own partner involved. This isn't just social behavior, it's emotional isolation. When someone tries to exclude you from your partner's world, subtly or overtly, they're creating intimacy by secrecy, a shared experience that you're deliberately left out of. In psychology, this is a method of bonding by exclusion, and it often works faster than we realize. 4th, strategic physical closeness. It's never anything inappropriate, just a touch on the arm, a lingering hug, a little too much closeness during conversation. But physical touch, even light and casual, activates emotional bonding. It increases trust, comfort, and connection. If someone is using touch intentionally, they're not crossing a boundary. They're slowly redrawing it. And your partner may not even realize how emotionally influenced they're becoming. The overvalidator. You're amazing. How do you do it all? You deserve better. Compliments are natural, but when they're constant, when they always come from one person, it's emotional reinforcement with a hidden agenda. Overvalidation taps into your partner's insecurities and unmet needs. They begin to associate that person with feeling worthy, admired, and seen, especially if they're not hearing those things from you. This creates emotional dependence, and dependence is often the doorway to desire. 6. Secret channels of communication. Private DMS, hidden text chains, shared playlists, or inside jokes you're not part of. Communication that lives in the shadows. When conversations move away from public view, they often become more emotionally intimate. Secrets aren't just about hiding, they're about creating something that only they share. If your partner is protecting a connection from you, it may already be more than a friendship. even if no lines have been officially crossed. 7. The rescue complex. Every time you and your partner have a rough patch, there they are, ready to help, ready to listen, always painting themselves as the solution and you as the source of the problem. This person isn't just inserting themselves into your partner's life. They're offering emotional escape. They present themselves as the antidote to your relationship's flaws. And over time, your partner might start to believe it, even if they still love you. Part 2, how to handle it. Now that you know the signs, what should you do? Should you confront your partner? Should you call out the other person? Should you stay silent and wait to see what happens? No, what you should do first is breathe. Emotional threats to a relationship are real, but your response can either bring you closer together or push you further apart. 1. Begin with self-reflection. Before pointing fingers, ask yourself, has something changed between you and your partner emotionally? Are there unmet needs, unspoken frustrations, or growing distance that someone else may be feeling? Often, we don't lose our partners to someone else. We lose them slowly, when the emotional connection within begins to fade. This isn't about blame. It's about awareness. To protect your relationship, you first need to understand where it might feel vulnerable. 2. Communicate without accusing. Don't accuse. Don't interrogate. Instead, express your emotions using I statements. For example, I've been feeling a little distant from you lately, and it worries me. Your goal is not to catch your partner in a lie. It's to open the door to honest, vulnerable connection. When conversations feel safe, partners are far more likely to tell the truth, even truths they were afraid to admit. 3. Rebuild emotional intimacy. Intimacy doesn't just mean physical closeness. It's feeling seen, understood, and valued. Plan intentional time together. Put away distractions. Revisit the things you used to love doing together. Compliment them. Appreciate them. Flirt again. When your partner feels fulfilled emotionally, they're far less likely to be influenced by outside attention. 4. Don't focus on controlling the other person. It's tempting to blame to the other person, but your relationship is not with them, it's with your partner. Trying to control or eliminate someone from their life can backfire, making your partner feel like you don't trust them. Instead, focus on strengthening the bond that makes your relationship resilient, because when your connection is strong, even emotional intrusions can't compete. 5. Watch patterns, not one-offs. One compliment doesn't mean someone's trying to steal your partner. One joke doesn't mean they're falling in love. But patterns speak volumes. If the same behaviors keep appearing, and your partner starts acting differently with you, more distant, less open, more defensive, that's when it's time to take it seriously. Trust your intuition, but let logic lead your response. 6. Know when to set boundaries. If you truly believe someone is crossing a line, even emotionally, it's okay to say so. Boundaries aren't control, boundaries are communication. You can say, I'm uncomfortable with how close you've become with this person. It's impacting how connected I feel to you. If your partner values the relationship, they'll take that seriously. Relationships don't fall apart in one day. They unravel in quiet moments of emotional distance, unmet needs, and silent misunderstandings. But here's the truth. Most of them can be saved, not by control, not by fear, but by courage. The courage to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to fight for connection. If someone is trying to steal your partner's heart, it doesn't always happen through seduction or lies. Sometimes it happens through unmet needs, slow disconnection, and emotional vulnerability. But here's the good news. When you notice the signs, you can take action. You can choose to reconnect, to protect your love with presence, not paranoia, with truth, not tension. Because in the end, the strongest relationships aren't the ones without threats. They're the ones that respond with honesty, courage, and intention. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps more people find this content. And subscribe if you want to understand more about the psychology of love, attraction, and emotional connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed one of these signs? Did it turn out to be something or nothing at all? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else. And remember, sometimes we don't need to fight for our relationship. We just need to show up for it more fully, more honestly, and more emotionally present than we have in a while. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.